And I wanted to welcome in Mr. Ryan Pepiot, Los Angeles Dodgers right-handed pitcher in the organization, one of the top prospects as ranked by Major League Baseball, number 7 in the Dodgers organization. Ryan Pepiot, thank you so much for joining us. How you doing?
Steven, thanks for having me. It's always a blast. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Yeah, we haven't spoken quite a while. You're letting the hair flow a little bit there.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. So only a couple haircuts in the past year since spring training last year. COVID hair. I went through the old awkward phases when all the hair salons and barbershops were down, but I liked it. The fiance liked it, so just kind of kept it going.
Well, there you go. As long as your lady is happy, then life's good.
Yes, exactly.
Now, speaking of life being good, I mean, what's going on? You're in spring training right now. How is that going? Minor league spring training. How are you feeling? How is everything looking? Are you feeling like you're ready for the 2021 season?
Yeah, I'm feeling ready to go. I've been out here for a while. I came out and started working out in early January. Just came out before spring training started a month early. They had the facility open for some sorts with protocols and everything.
Sure.
So I was able to come get some work in and kind of just get adjusted back to Arizona, get adjusted to working with our staff prior to Major League spring training starting. And so, I mean, we're right down to the wire, a week, 10 days maybe till opening day. So it's been a long time coming for that, and had a past couple outings, be 4 innings with an extra inning in the bullpen. So itching to get out there.
Very good, very good. So you're getting your pitch count up. You feel like you're ready to start a season right now and get after it.
Yes. Pitch count's up to like 75 or so. I think I'll have one more start, 5 innings before taking off. Probably 75 to 80, 85 pitches in that range would be my guess. And then off to wherever they send me.
Very good, very good. Any inclination as to where that might be at this point, or is that top secret information?
No, top secret information. Top secret information from the guys up top, not even for me. So once I know, you'll know.
Very good, very good. Ryan Pepiot, I appreciate you once again joining me here. Now, I wanted to figure out kind of, it's been a long spring training for you, a little different than in years past, obviously. Can you compare and contrast kind of your experience with the big league club in spring training and then as opposed to your time now on the minor league side?
Major league side, the two camps have been pretty similar, I would say, within the work aspect. Minor league spring training has definitely been a little shorter, definitely more guys. But it's been really nice to see everybody back. You see some of the guys in instructs last year, but you didn't get to see everybody. But seeing all the boys back, it's nice to see some sort of normalcy again. Major league spring training was a blast. I learned a lot, met some great people. I mean, we have just great guys in the organization. Great people, guys, girls, everybody that's involved in the organization, from players, coaching staff, equipment, mental side, the chefs, like top to bottom, everybody's great. I really learned a lot and met some great people. So, I mean, the only thing that I would say that's really been the big difference was the probably media coverage from the major league side. And then you're playing in the stadiums with fans, which was really nice to see fans back in the stands during those games. And then back with the minor leagues, you're back on the backfields, just grinding with the boys.
Now, I mean, you mentioned the fans in the stands. You get some energy from that playing. I know it's just spring training, but as opposed to, being in the backfields and, no PA announcer going, no fans. What's the difference there for you?
Definitely you get some built up energy and like there's some extra juice flowing. But at the end of the day, it's still baseball. It was still the same game, whether it's on the major league stadium when you're throwing against the 2, 3, 4 lineup guys on any team, or if you're playing on the backfield, you're still throwing the same white ball across the plate. So, I mean, from my point of view, I was trying to take that same aspect and same mentality on the mound, whether it was the big league game or in the backfield. But I'd be lying if I wasn't saying it was really cool to play in some of those games, play in those stadiums, play in front of people. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and you looked like you fed off of that energy. You looked great in the Major League spring training. The changeup, I think, was opening a lot of eyes as far as fans and media types and, people who are Dodger fans. Talk about, I know we've talked in the past about your changeup. Circle change, have you made any adjustments to that in the last couple of years, or the same one you're going with?
Same one I'm going with, just continuing to refine it. And now it's becoming something like I feel very comfortable with throwing any count. Like if I get behind somebody that I don't want to just give a cookie fastball to, I'll go a 2-0 changeup, or I've even gone 3-0 changeups before on somebody I know who has a green light who can do some damage. And it's kind of nice just to have another pitch like that I can use whenever. And it's become one of those pitches I can use as a reset pitch. So if I throw a couple that are off, I can just throw a changeup and I'm back in sync.
Now, who taught you that changeup originally? Was that something that your father showed you, or was that something that you had developed on your own? Who showed you that?
I kind of just taught it myself.
Nice.
My summer after my freshman year in New Hampshire in the New England League, I was like just exposed a little bit because I didn't have much of a changeup. So I just started messing around with grips, and I throw a 4-seam fastball. So I was like, okay, I'll take a changeup with 4-seam grip because it will have the same kind of spin off of it and be harder for the hitters to recognize. And I just started throwing it long toss and then zoning it back into where I get 60 feet, and then things just started clicking, and I finally was able to throw a changeup.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I know being in the Dodgers organization, you have access to some tools and a lot of training, which goes without saying. But one piece of training equipment that I wonder if you have been utilizing yourself is Clean Fuego.
Oh yes, I use Clean Fuego every day catch play. I love those things. Definitely have helped with the spin efficiency on the fastball, help with my slider as well. And then changeup. When they say UFO changeups and you want the side spin, I mean, I've got that down pretty good. And it's really cool. It's a great tool. And I mean, the technology behind it to where it's the same ounces of baseball, and then use a heavy one, then down to a baseball size, and then an actual baseball. I mean, it's great stuff.
Now, I mean, with the Clean Fuego, is the goal trying to increase spin rate, or what is the exact, what is the exact thing you're trying to accomplish with that tool?
Definitely, I don't know. It definitely has added some added to my spin rate. But I don't know if that's generally the tool or like the main goal for it. I think it helps add a little bit for everybody. But the main thing is to add just the spin efficiency and get that immediate feedback to where you see, okay, the ball's coming out of my hand. Okay, it was a little wobbly on this one. I got a little too much index finger or middle finger, or my thumb placement was off and made it cut or sink. So it's just being able to see, when you throw a regular baseball, it's kind of hard to tell the spin when you're playing catch. But when you use the Clean Fuego, you can see how the thing's rotating, if there's just a perfect spin or a little wobble, or you're cutting it or sinking. So I definitely think it's mainly for the efficiency, but helps with adding to the spin rate.
Very nice, very nice. So a unicorn fastball would be a fastball with no wobble at all, or?
Correct. Yeah, just be straight. I mean, however you release it, if you're straight over the top or a little side spin, but as long as it's clean rotations, no wobble at all, that would be your unicorn fastball.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for going through that with me, Ryan. Now, 2020, everybody had to get through it. We're at 2021. Been a while for games for you, like in action, real games. Going to have that this year. What are your expectations for 2021 besides the cliche, hey, I want to stay healthy, I want to contribute to the team? What are your specific goals?
Specific goals. I'm not going to go with the cliche answers because those are already given already. But really, I just want to go out there and compete and throw the ball against another team, because we've been playing against ourselves a lot lately. Yeah. So it's going to be fun to go play some outside competition, getting things back to normal where you're playing in a stadium with fans, interacting with the fans, getting the kids at the ballpark. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I just kind of want to compete not only against the other team, but compete with myself and just continue to develop as a pitcher.
Now, being ranked as the number 7 top prospect in the Dodgers organization, great title. Does that do anything for you? Does that put any pressure on you? Do you even look at those sorts of things until a guy like me brings it up?
I try not to look at it too much. I know I have some of my friends who will notice it and they'll send me, all my college buddies. They'll send me a message to be like, "Hey, dude, I saw you're this now. Like, congrats, that's awesome." I try not to add any pressure to it. I mean, you still, whether you're the number one prospect or you're not even on the prospect list, you still have to go out there and perform. And I just want to go out there and do that, and not try to worry about something like that.
Last question for you, Ryan, and thank you once again for hanging out with us here, Ryan Pepiot, Los Angeles Dodgers pitching prospect. What about hobbies? I mean, obviously you had a little extra time in the last year and a half or so. Did you pick up on anything, playing any other sports? What are you up to?
I've been doing a lot of golf. Playing my golf game has definitely improved me. Been playing some cool courses. I was down in New Orleans area during the quarantine at my fiance's family's house with everything kind of shut down in Indianapolis, and it was cold. Couldn't go to any of the indoor places. So at least down there, I was able to work out outside and get my work in. And then played plenty of golf while it was warm down there. Definitely went out on boats on the river. Went alligator hunting a few times. Didn't get too close, but went looking for them. Just kept my distance. But definitely was doing a lot more things on the outdoor side, because I mean, you couldn't really do a whole lot on the inside. So just trying to stay active, trying to try new things, experience the world a little bit with what we were able to do in 2020.
Sure, yeah, things were a little bit limited. I'm glad that you didn't get too close to the hunting right there. Want to keep your hands intact, or your limbs. Ryan Pepiot, really appreciate the time. Best wishes in the 2021 season. We wish nothing but the best for you. Productive, successful 2021, and come back and talk to us real soon. Okay, Ryan?
Will do. I'm happy to come on anytime.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to hold you to it.
Hey, you got it. Hold me to it. It's all good.
All right. Thanks, Ryan Pepiot. Appreciate you.